Washington Commanders came into Week 8 against the Indianapolis Colts with a 3-4 record, 4.5-point underdogs. Welcome into Sports Final. I'm Moisés Linares, and just like the previous two wins, the Commanders had to fight until the very last play of the game. Terry McLaurin, the Indy native, had plenty of friends and family at Lucas Oil Stadium. In the second quarter, they got to see a big play from their guy. McLaurin makes the catch, gets past the tackler, and that's a 42-yard gain to the Colts' 19-yard line. More from Terry in a bit. 3 plays later, Washington gets on the board. Taylor Heinicke to Antonio Gibson. 9-yard touchdown. Commanders would take that 7-3 lead into the half. Third quarter, the burgundy and gold defense comes up with its second takeaway of the game. Jonathan Taylor with the fumble. Casey Toohill, the recovery. Take another look. Derek Forrest makes the hit and pops the ball loose. The defense has been keeping Washington in these games the last few weeks. To the fourth, Commanders down 2. And oh no, Heinicke throws a costly interception to Shaq Leonard. Leonard making a big play after missing 3 games with a concussion and a broken nose. And the Colts turn the pick into points. Nyheim Hines takes it in for the 6-yard touchdown. Indy takes a 16-7 lead. 40 seconds to go, Commanders down 6. Heinicke moving around, launches it downfield to McLaurin, who rips the ball away from Stephon Gilmore, and Terry lets the people know, this is my city. What a moment for McLaurin, playing in Indy for his first time as a pro. Next play, Heinicke punches it in for the touchdown. Extra point, good. Commanders win it on the final drive, 17-16 the final. Washington's third straight victory. Now JP Finley has more on the win from Indianapolis. Thanks, JP. We have a lot more on the Commanders throughout the show, but coming up next, we go around the league. An Eagle star answers the question, what can Brown do for you? Highlights from a Keystone State battle between the undefeated Eagles and the Steelers straight ahead. Welcome back to Sports Final. In-state battle today between the Pittsburgh Steelers and Philadelphia Eagles. A perfect 6-0 coming off their bye week. Jalen Hurts had a particular receiver he was clicking with today. His name? A.J. Brown. First Philly drive, Hurts launches it downfield, and Brown hauls it in for a 37-yard touchdown. Plenty more from Hurts to Brown. Well, that connection in this game. Second quarter on 3rd and 8. Eagles get a whole lot more. Hurts to Brown, 27-yard TD. But wait, there's more. Later in the quarter, guess who? Hurts and Brown again. 20-yard scoring strike. Brown, 3 touchdowns in just the first half. He finished with 16 catches for 156 yards and the 3 scores, of course. Eagles go on to win 35-13 and stay perfect, improving to 7-0. Down in Big D, Cowboys hosting the Chicago Bears. Dallas starts off with an 11-play, 75-yard drive that ends like this. Dak Prescott, 2-yard rushing touchdown. Dak getting it done on the ground. And later in the first, he gets it done through the air. 21-yard touchdown pass to C.D. Lamb. Cowboys up 14-0. Second quarter, more from Dallas. This time it's Tony Pollard finding a hole, and off he goes. Pollard, an 18-yard touchdown. Remember, Zeke Elliott out today with a knee injury. Pollard, the 131-yard rushing with 3 touchdowns in the game. Now to the third. Bears down 12. Justin Fields breaks out of pressure, finds David Montgomery, but Montgomery fumbles the ball. It's picked up by Micah Parsons, and guess what? He's never touched down, so Parsons returns it 36 yards for the touchdown. Cowboys win 49-29. They're on a bye next week before visiting the Packers. Daniel Jones and the 5-2 Giants visiting Geno Smith and the Seahawks. Smith making people in Seattle say, Russell will who? Fourth quarter, tied at 13 when Smith finds Tyler Lockett for a 33-yard touchdown. Seahawks take a 20-13 lead, and who doesn't like a hug from the mascot? Well, that guy loved it. Later in the quarter, Seattle goes to the ground game. Rookie Kenneth Walker III shakes off a couple of tackles on his way to a 16-yard touchdown, his 5th TD in the last 4 games. Seahawks beat the Giants 27-13, snapping New York's 4-game winning streak. Now, let's bring it back to the Commanders after scoring the winning touchdown. Taylor Heineke has probably already ordered a new pair of Jordans with the colors representing the Indianapolis Colts. JP Finley caught up with the man who's now 2-0 as the Commanders' starting quarterback this season.
Pase presionado, lo hace por el centro. Ahí está lo profundo. Terry McLaurin, pídame tiempo fuera, por favor. ¡Qué atrapada del 17! Washington está a punto de anotar.
26 seconds.
And I can honestly say it's an honor to call the Commanders game, especially that catch by Terry McLaurin in Espanol. So I hope you enjoyed it as well. As we look ahead to next week's matchup in the scouting report, Washington will face a quarterback very familiar to the DMV. In fact, he used to play for this very team, Kirk Cousins. Yeah, that guy. You like that? That one. Today, Cousins and his Vikings hosting the Arizona Cardinals. First Minnesota drive, 3rd and 4 in the red zone. Cousins can't find a receiver, so he's going to use his legs and take it himself. A 17-yard rushing touchdown for Cousins starts the scoring in this game. Now, a 14-3 Vikings lead, but here comes the Cardinals. A one-handed catch by DeAndre Hopkins in the end zone. Are you kidding me? Let's check this incredible catch again. One hand, then brings it into his body. Hopkins showing why he's one of the best in the game. To the 4th. Vikings only up by 2, but after a muff punt by the Cardinals, Cousins takes advantage. 5-yard touchdown to KJ Osborne. Minnesota wins 34-26. Vikings will visit the Commanders next Sunday at 1 o'clock. Minnesota comes into next week's matchup on a 5-game winning streak, meeting a Washington team that's won 3 straight. For more on the Commanders' latest win and a look ahead to next Sunday, here's the post-game live crew from NBC Sports Washington.
Taylor.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to that game against the Commanders. Thanks, Jordan, B. Mitch, and Tana. Coming up next, an unexpected reunion for a teacher and Terry. The story after the break. Indeed, did they fight? Now, you might recognize this face and smile. They belong to Terry McLaurin from his high school days in Indianapolis. Now, we told you all week about how meaningful today's game would be for the Commanders' star receiver, an Indy native who grew up going to Colts games with his family and even dressed up as future Hall of Famer Marvin Harrison for Halloween. Today, Terry had plenty of friends and family at the game, but also people from his past he didn't even know he'd run into.
Man, you were one of my favorite teachers, I swear.
That is Lowell Miller, or Mr. Miller, as Terry remembered him, reuniting with his student from 2nd and 3rd grade at Fishback Creek Public Academy in Indianapolis. And Mr. Miller says Terry the kid and Terry the adults are quite similar.
I was telling him it's pretty much the same guy that you see today, playing for the Commanders, the same kid that was 2nd and 3rd grade. Great leader, put family first, always there for his friends, always loyal and always humble. Oh, he was like, hey, Mr. Miller, you're one of my favorite teachers. And so I was humbled by that fact that he still remembered, so that was great.
Good teachers will always leave their mark in your life. I can personally agree with that. A very special homecoming for Terry McLaurin. One more note, the Wizards fall to the Celtics 112-94. The Wiz will look to rebound Monday against the Sixers. Caps also in action Monday, visiting the Hurricanes. And that's going to do it for us tonight on Sports Final. 3 straight wins for the Commanders. Enjoy your victory Monday and your week. Commanders and Vikings from FedEx Field at 1 o'clock next Sunday. Good night. Have a great week.
The app offering freebies and bringing